Hello students, this is another video of C++ programming course. In this video we will learn about data types in C++. We create and use variables to store information or value, but we must specify what type of data we would store in the variable. You may like to store information of various data types like character, wide character, integer, floating point, double floating point, boolean, etc. based on the data type of a variable. The data type specifies the size and type of information the variable will store. Every variable you will create, you have to specify its data type of which data you want to save in the variable. The operating system allocates memory and decides what can be stored in the reserved memory. There are few types of data types. First one is integer data type. It is used to store whole numbers without decimals. C++ supports several integer types having different sizes for storing integer values. Short, int, long. Short takes 2 bytes of memory in the computer memory. Int takes 4 bytes of memory. Long also takes 4 bytes of memory. Floating data type. Floating points types are used to store numbers that contain decimal point, real numbers. Numbers which contains decimal points, this number will be saved in floating data types. C++ supports several floating point types having different sizes: float, double, long double. Float data type takes 4 bytes of memory, double takes 8 bytes of memory, and long double it takes 10 bytes of memory in the computer. Character data type. It is used to hold single character and can also store number or ASCII code of a character. You can also save a number, a digit, or an alphabet in the character data type. Character data type takes only 1 byte of memory. Boolean data type. It is used to store only 2 types of value, true or false. Can be used to in decision making statements. We will learn these later in the course. Bool. It takes 1 byte of memory. Bool, int, double, float, these are the keywords to declare variables. And next one is string data types. A string data type is used to store a sequence of characters or text, or you can call the collection of characters. This is not a built-in type, but it behaves like one. It is most basic usage. String values must be surrounded by the double quotes. When we use cout, we use double quotes to print something on text, and for this string values must be surrounded by double quotes. A string keyword is used to declare variable. So here is some example of data types. I want to run these lines, these codes, and checks if it's working correctly. So first line is int my num equals to 5. This is integer or whole number. It does not contain any decimal. Float my float num equals to 5.99. This is floating number 5.99. It's contain decimal, so we give this value data type of float. Double also take floating point number or decimal point number. Character my letter equals to D, or you can also write here a number, because character only takes a single character. You can write any alphabet or a number. Boolean, it takes only 2 values, true or false. I have created a boolean variable, bool my boolean. My boolean is the name of the variable, and I have saved the value true. You can also use this value as it's 182. Two variables can't declared with the same name, and I am giving this value false. And on next line I have declared a string variable. A string by text equals to hello. Remember, a string must be surrounded by the double quotes. Remember. So I am compiling this line and checks if it's working correctly. So I forget a semicolon, that's why it's showing an error. So you can check errors 0, warning 0. So these are correctly working. So these are some data types. We will learn more about these in the upcoming videos. So that's all for today.